I'm making this video with no fucking clue what the exact purpose is going to be, but I wanted to film myself at a moment in my life where I needed to start over, where I'm completely stripped down from my vision, from a future image, from goals or whatsoever. And I wanted to make a logbook, filming myself these videos or whatever I'm gonna do with it, and to see what's been happening in 1 year as a proof to myself that no matter what happens, things will always get better. So it is kind of a proof for myself to see I'm here right now, and in a year later I'm going to be there. But yeah, I'm uploading it on social media, on YouTube, on my channel. Maybe if somebody sees it that can see this video and think, okay, I'm getting motivated to do something, or I'm getting inspired. So like I said, I have no idea, but let's fucking go. So the date of the day is Saturday, 8 November. It is 4 in the afternoon, and the place where I am videoing this right now is in Australia. Jendawe, a little town 3.5 hours from Brisbane. And as you can hear, English is not my native language. That is Dutch. I am from the Netherlands. I am born and raised there, but I've been traveling since I was 23. Yeah, I've lived my whole life in the Netherlands. I've been through a lot of shit before I even turned 18. I've been to depressions, I've been to PTSD, I've been to eating disorders, I've been to childhood traumas, I've been to bullying. I've been through a lot. And I also blamed a lot. And I was always angry, a very insecure little angry girl. I just wanted to explain that little bit about me, because here is where it all started, and here is where a lot of things also changed for me, and all the things that happened to me, or all these lessons that I've needed to learn, maybe through shitty situations, but it got me where I am right now. And sometimes I'm grateful for it, sometimes I wish it didn't happen, but it did happen, and it is what it is. And this is just the kind of mindset that I also want to portray online. Purely for myself, purely to give myself that proof. Yeah, like I said, maybe I can motivate someone else with it. Because there have been a lot of low points in my life where I didn't see the fucking meaning of going through it, or the worth of it. And here I am still. So yeah, all that things that has been happening while I was at school. I've been studying as a movement therapist for 4 years. Got a job after it. When I was 19, I worked in a troubled home for children that couldn't live at home anymore. And yeah, I was there as a social worker. Then I wanted to travel, but COVID came. So I worked in the healthcare, in the elder psychiatry, also as a social worker. And I got my degree as a social worker as well. Did that for a while, full time, studying. Never really felt like that was the thing that I wanted to do. It was a cool job. I enjoyed it. But I knew that I wanted to travel. And I can't explain the feeling why. I can't explain why I wanted to travel. I can't explain why I choose the countries I've been to. So Indonesia was a country I really wanted to go, but I can't tell you why, because I didn't even know where it was. The known knowledge for some people is not known for me. I didn't really pay attention in school. I didn't even know that I needed to have a passport to get out of the country, out of Europe. So yeah, but there was just one moment after I graduated that I knew that I didn't want to continue this job or do something with my degree. So yeah, I rented out my apartment. I got rid of all my stuff, quit my job, and I booked a one-way ticket to Indonesia in 2023. I was 23 years old at that moment. Yeah, and I stepped on the plane, shitting my pants, but no plan. And I got on the plane, arrived in Indonesia as a backpacker, did that, stayed at hostels, had a time of my life, loads of partying. And then I went to Thailand, where I practiced Muay Thai when I started learning Muay Thai, which I thought was the most amazing thing in the world, where I met my partner. And and build my life with him. So yeah, I've been staying in Thailand for the past 3 years. Came back to the Netherlands after staying there for 3 months, and I opened up my own business, an online business, as a mindset coach, because I wanted to do something with mental health, as I've been through almost all the list, and I came out on the other hand, and without medication, yes, with therapy, that helped a lot, but the thing that helped me the most was my insights that I got from traveling, to see different perspective of the world, to meet different people, to also the proof that I gave myself that I am capable of so much more. I never knew that I could step into a plane and get to another country, because my world was so small. And I never knew that I could do that I had the confidence to do that. So that gave me such a confidence boost. That got me out of a lot of negative thinking. That got me out of a lot of bad habits that I struggled with, also with my mental health. And I wanted to help other people with that, as I have always been very active in the sports. I've played soccer, I've danced, I've been an athlete, I practice Muay Thai. I wanted to do fitness. I wanted to do something also with the physical aspect of it. So I wanted to combine those things. And my partner was a web designer. So he was like my mentor. And he said, yeah, you should open up your own business. And I was like, fuck no. How do people do that? How does that even work? But he was the one that inspired me and lit that fire up in me. So yeah, I got back in the Netherlands in 2024 and worked as a freelancer in healthcare, because my money was empty from all the traveling. Stay with friends, stay with my parents' house, because I didn't have nothing anymore. So my partner once a week in a month, because he was living in the UK. And for the 6 months, I worked as a personal trainer, I worked as a waitress, worked in healthcare, had loads of jobs to just earn money to get out of the Netherlands as quick as possible, because it was not any longer the country I wanted to live in anymore. I didn't feel at home, never truly felt at home there. If I think about the time that I've been living there, it never truly felt at home. And I outgrew a lot of things, which is a good thing, but for me, it was a hard time coming back to that. And my partner wanted to go back to Thailand as well, because he was living there for the past 3 years, which was great. So yeah, we came back in August, back to Thailand. I had my first fight, my Muay Thai fight. We both traveled through Thailand, stayed at the place where we always stayed in Phuket, and life was good. Life was pretty good. But a business is not something that you just put up. And I had some help from amazing coaches. But for me, online and doing social media is something that I never truly enjoyed. And as you have an online business, doing social media has its own challenges. And it never truly appealed to me, the whole social media side. So I knew that this was not the way that I wanted to do it. And as I am very stubborn and have a lot of values that I won't want to cross, I've been cutting my own fingers, and it didn't really align with my vision that I had. So I took a break from it. I got back to the Netherlands, got back in the whole routine, worked as a freelancer in the healthcare, worked as a waitress, got some personal training jobs, and did that for a couple months. And yeah, it was hard to go back to the Netherlands again, to see it as like you failed, because you have your own business and it's not working, and you see everybody online making all the same fucking reels and doing everything everybody's doing, and to see that that's not aligning with you, but you know that you have a passion for the whole mental health spheres and mindset space. It didn't just, the puzzles were not fitting in yet. So that felt like I was a failure to go back. That I wasn't as far as my partner. He had a great business, all set up from ground zero also. Didn't have mentors, didn't have anyone. He worked in the construction till he was 25 and he was just sick and tired of it. So he went to Thailand and started up his own business. Worked for someone in the design because he had a graphic design degree. Never did something with it, but yeah, he got inspired by his old man and he started his own business. So yeah, that was good. And he made it to a beautiful, beautiful, amazing business. And he was so talented. So yeah, we got back. He got his black belt in kickboxing while he was in the UK. That was the reason why he got back. And in December again, I got back in 2024. And the start of this year, did all the crazy stuff again, all the jobs, just to get travel again. So worked night shifts in the healthcare again, the whole story. And in May, I started traveling again. I started to go to Bali. My partner was at that moment in China doing a Kung Fu retreat. Till we got the news that he passed away. And that was the moment that my whole world started to spin again. In a way it has never spun again. I don't know how you say it. The world stopped spinning. I started spinning and the world kept going. And this is what I talk about that I lost the vision that I had with him, the vision that I had for life, which has been a very hard process and a very hard situation to get through. And this is also the biggest reason why I wanted to make this video, because if there's anything that I went through, this is one of the most painful and confusing and whatever it is situation I have been in. And if I hadn't worked up my mindset and the resilience that I have, I don't think I would be sitting here sending you this video. So he passed away in June, and since then I've been traveling to back and forth to different countries, staying in Thailand again, not able to settle down, not able to grieve properly, because I felt so restless and didn't know what I wanted to do. Of course, the whole grieving is a lot of things to process too. And like I said, I am in Australia right now. I'm just being here for a week. And it's very hard to not have a vision, because that's something that we want to have a control over as a human. We want to control our future. It is not possible. And grieving is making sure that you have not that kind of stability or that control. Which has been an interesting challenge. And I can tell you, just not know which visions you have, which goals you have. Like, of course I have the goals that I had before, but if you build your life with someone and that someone isn't going to be there anymore, it's the kind of vision that just, it breaks down. I won't get into the whole psychology behind it, but that's been very confusing. And like I said, there's a reason why I wanted to upload this video, also to prove myself. I'm here right now, sitting in Australia, doing the job that I don't like to do. It's alright. I'm grateful. It's earning me money. I needed money. I needed the stability to have a place on my own, because you might ask why I don't want to be back. I don't want to be in the Netherlands. I've been isolating myself for 5 months right now. Just trying to, like I said, see what I want with my business as well. I don't like doing it online, so I've been stepping aside from that. But I do have a lot of knowledge about mindset, and I do know that that's a passion of mine when I talk about life and about the possibilities and the way that people have so much more in them than they think. As I have been experienced that myself. I just told you where I came from, and right now I'm still not in a place where I want to be, but mark my words, that will happen. And here's my proof to show it. So yeah, everything is possible. everything is possible. Even in this moment where I am right now, in the situation where I am in, where I might not show, but I'm struggling a lot, I still have the mindset that everything will work out and everything will work out, but you need to have that control. You need to set the steps. And as someone that always had big goals with a plan and always had the resilience and the discipline to get there, I'm taking 10 steps back now, and I needed to take little steps to even get 1% to my goals. But even that is a step moving forward. Being stuck is only not moving forward or taking no step and just stuck and too much in your head. And here's where I doing what you need to do, even if it's like I said, one fucking step is better, is 1% moving to your goal. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. The only vision that I have is that I want a beach house on the beach and drinking coconuts on the beach. That's how far I can see a vision, a future. I just don't want to have stress of anything. I don't want to have stress from money. I don't want to have stress of my mental health. I don't want to have stress of my physical health. That is a dream. That is a possible vision. And I know it is capable of doing it. People have showed me that they are capable of doing that. And if other people are capable of doing it, I am capable of doing it. Everybody is capable of doing something to go after the dreams. And I just want to prove myself that I can. And every time when I don't feel like I can, I want to watch this video back. And I want to watch my logbooks back. And I want to see how far I've become. Because sometimes our mindset can be poisonous. And by your own mind or by somebody else's mind. People that say you can't do this. Or whatever it is that is poisoning you from a negative influence. And sometimes we just need to see the trace that we've been letting, the little breadcrumbs that we've been putting behind us, to see like that's where we came from. And for anyone that fucking sees this and think also that he's at a low point of his life, everything will always work out. Things will always get better, even if it doesn't feel like it. There's always a but tomorrow. It doesn't have to stay like this. It doesn't. There has been moments in my life that I didn't think that I would have seen the other day, but it has been happening. And still now. And it is worth it. Because there are a lot of things that are worth it. Life can be very beautiful. As it is very fucking hard. It is the truth. Stop lying to yourself that life has to be easy or relaxed or... No, it can be. But only if you see it as the way that it is. Then you can let go of it. And you can make your life exactly how you want to make it. You can sculpt it in the way that you want. So yeah. I don't know how many times I'm going to be uploading. This is going to be the first video of my logbook that I'm putting on this channel. And we will see what happens.